beautiful people. Let's see if I got some text messages. Uh, yes, I totally enjoyed myself. I deserved it. So I was talking to this girl I met off of the internet, off of a chat line, and she just kept texting me. Oh, look at him! 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 And I'm like, you can call me. Like I like to hear voices, but like she kind of got mad. I was like, whatever. So what's up, y'all? I got a subject for y'all. So this video is called "I'm Blessed," right? And I want to just share some stories with y'all because a lot of people know your story, but a lot of people don't know your story. Like, it's all depending on when you enter the book of my life, right? So I'm about to share some stories with y'all. Y'all ready? So maybe I should read y'all this little thingy for you. I don't know if I wrote it all. Let's see if I wrote it all. Oh, I'm gonna drive it later. These legs was good, y'all. Oh, y'all probably would notice that many of the crabs don't have legs. I don't know if they intentionally break them off and just, throw some legs inside of it when they make it. But most of my crab ain't got legs on it. But I remember. So I was talking to my son's godmother the other day, and what had happened? Let me see if I remember. I was like, I just want to drink. I want to have an adult drink. I want me an alcohol beverage, right? And she was like, Cindy, you don't drink. I'm like, girl, I used to get tour. Y'all hear me? I mean, like, I started drinking when I started messing with women. And it wasn't like I had to drink to mess with women. It's just that that's when I started drinking. So the first night I ever was with a girl, I was highly intoxicated. I was what? Highly intoxicated. Um, that was what, 2006, 2005? Actually, 2006. Mm. You salty, right? But I was really drunk. She was like, "Where you going next?" I'm going home with you. She was like, "You for real?" I said, "Yeah. I'm going home with you. I want to see what it do." But the stories I actually want to share, but is stories of me and my survival, right? So one of my church members, hey, because I'm sure this on Facebook, has the same birthday as me, and yesterday on our birthday, she had shared a post, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna steal it, right? I'm just making my own." I have yet to post mine, but you know, I did write it. So my birthday twin, she was like, she should have died when she was this age. She should have, perished when she was this age, this age, this age. I was like, all right, what can I say to my story? Let's see if I can remember what I said. I had told my little sister, I was like, don't cry. But, of course, y'all know I was busy. I be busy. Right. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna eat some crabs and I'm gonna tell that. Can I eat some crabs first? Let's wait for the story. Well, if you guys want to comment your story of survival down below, I'll read it. So, I got a lot of crabs to eat. I got a lot of crabs to eat. It's gonna be long. All right. I might not finish all these. But look. So, it said, I'm truly blessed to be here. Let's read it. Did I send it? Y'all ready? But like, I'm gonna say that to the end, and then y'all, I'll save this part to the end. But when I was 10 years old, right, I was in the third grade. 10. I got held back in third grade, right? So anyway, my sister was walking her homegirl to the train station. We lived on Balkan and Biddle. So we had to go Balkan and Biddle in the highway. Let's just say we had to walk like maybe 6 blocks. But I had roller skates on. I did ask for permission to go with my sister, and my mother said I could go. Right? So it was Rosalind, me, and Rosalind was pushing Shamika. And a stroller. Rosalind was like 16, maybe. Wait, no. If I was 10, Rosalind was like 13? Right? I got it. Was Rosalind 12? No, because Kia would have been 12. Rosalind would have been 13, I think, because I'm born in 84 and I was 10, going on 12. Kia was 13. I think Rosalind was born in 82, right? Dang, it was young. Maybe it was too young to walk this walk, but anyway. Well, I'm gonna rule this. So we go there, no problem. And I wanted to go downstairs. So the street, like, to see the train go off, like to see the train leave, right? So I had to take one of my skates off because you couldn't skate downstairs. So then it was time to leave. And we ended up walking down St. Paul Street. I remember playing outside on the little steps that they had when you exited out of the train station. All right. I had on a long sleeve pink turtleneck and one of them bras that buttoned up in the front. Them trainer bras that buttoned up in the front. And some light blue jeans. Right? My skates was pink. No, it was white with pink wheels. Anyway, we made it like 2 blocks and we had to cross the street. So as we crossing the street, the light is red for us to walk, right? But what we did not notice and wasn't paying attention to is the street behind us that was coming towards us. The police was chasing a stolen car, right? So when I'm in the street, because Rosalind was behind me, the car hit me, right? And the car hit me, like really bad to where like, this is the car. It hit me and it threw me into another car. So the car that it threw me into, oh my bad, the car that hit me was the stolen car, right? That was speeding. So it threw me into a parked car, and I ended up at the scene of the accident. I know I had seizures. I don't remember none of this. I had multiple seizures. When the paramedics came, they took all my clothes on outside, right? Because they was trying to get me stable. At this time, by the time the paramedics and everybody was there, my mother was running up the street, and because Rosalind had left my sister on the scene with me, and Rosalind left Shamika in the stroller at the scene with me, and my mother and my father came. My mother was smoking cigarettes. Hey, come on, go, we're going. So they was telling my mother like she's really bad. We gotta get her to the hospital. So the guy who hit me, like, he kept going. So when my mother and them got to the hospital, the doctor was like, we gotta wait and see what's going on. They was like, I wasn't really responding. I don't know if I was on life support or nothing, but I don't know. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. I'm not for sure. But they was just like, we don't know if she's gonna make it or not. If she do make it, it's a chance that she may be a vegetable. It's a chance that she may not walk. What? So I was told that I kept telling everybody that I had to die, right? Because y'all know it's different levels of being in a coma. Sometimes people are interacting with people. Sometimes people don't interact at all, right? So I was one who could interact. I don't remember none of them conversations. But I do remember um, waking up from out of the coma. And I'm like, Mommy, why you crying? She's like, because baby, you woke. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Mommy, don't cry. And I'm like, Mommy, I'm sleepy. She's like, baby, please don't go to sleep. Please don't go to sleep. Because, I was not aware of what happened. But, when I kind of like got up, I'm looking like, why is this cast on my leg? Like, the cast was from the tip of the toe, my toes, up my thigh. And y'all know, I got hit in the Stone Age, so there's no videos, there's no pictures of me in my accident. Right? It's just what I can just tell you guys. So, um, the day I got hit, the day I woke up from my coma, I actually was getting transferred from John Hopkins Hospital, the main hospital, which was way smaller than what it is right now, to Mount Washington Pediatric, right? And I was like, Mommy, I'm hungry. She's like, what do you want to eat? I was like, I want some chocolate pudding. And I said, I want some chocolate pizza, right? And my mom was like, all right, looking at me side-eye. So I told them at John Hopkins, and that's what they gave me when I got to Mount Washington. And I ended up having the pizza, chocolate pudding, and some strawberry fruit punch. I had strawberry fruit punch, right? I don't know. I didn't like being in the hospital, but it was cool. I didn't remember all my sisters and brothers. I had to go to a special school, like for head injury people. What else? I don't think I ever went to therapy to deal with the trauma of me being hit. But yeah, so that's the one time that I basically should have died. Like should have died. Like it's amazing that I didn't. But God wasn't ready for me. So then one day I was outside and the big boys was playing dice. I still lived on Barclay Street. And P, Nice P, was playing dice, but I forget who was playing dice with, right? And I was getting like some cornrows or something put in my head. I think the lady Bessie was putting cornrows in my head. And it was a lot of us outside. So let me give y'all a layout of how it was. They were playing dice right in front of my house. Like when I say right in front of my house, I'm on my steps. Y'all know it's those 2 blocks, the 2 cement blocks that like separate the street or the steps and the streets. Well, it's like the steps, the 2 blocks, and then it's the street. So that's how close they was to me. But I'm on the steps. I'm getting my hair braided, right? And it was like a blue or green car that was out front. And the guy was like, March Spring home, y'all about to get a body. right? And you know, we laughing it off, not paying it no mind, right? And I don't know if Good P was like literally winning or what. Excuse me. But the person who said had called March funeral home was Bad P, right? So, like 15 minutes later, he pulled out a handgun and shot P in front of me. Everybody else ran in the house. I'm on the steps and I'm stuck because I couldn't move. And I think I was like maybe 12 or 13 when this happened, right? And by the grace of God, somebody pulled me by the hair. Nobody else got hurt this day. But excuse me, I had to fart. Ew. I got good. But anyway, I don't know. Somebody had pulled me in a house by my hair. So that was another time that I could have got killed. I would have died. Somebody would have killed me, right? Then it was one time when we over my Uncle Manny home. Love you. My uncle passed away. It's my mother only. It was my mother brother, right? And everybody at everybody at the pool, right? And they want to be jumping off the diving board, right? So I'm gonna do what they doing. What? I go jump off the diving board, right? And my dumb ass can't swim. My mother is 4'9". My mother probably was like 100 and no more than 60 pounds at this time. But I was pretty much my height. Probably didn't have that for the weight is my mom. She reacted before the lifeguards could react. Saved her baby, okay? So what? That's the third time I could have died, right? So, hey, then I know, y'all. I'm a miracle, baby. I'm a miracle. I'm a miracle. I'm a miracle. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Right? I have stories in which I don't know. I think I kind of shared all these stories, but I'm not for sure. So then I have one where I'm in the car. My ex-girlfriend Candy, and she came from Salisbury because we was in a long distance relationship, right? She came from Salisbury to spend time with me. Candy was a little older than me, right? And she drove. So she ended up, I think we was probably trying to go to the pool hall that was on Route 40 West, East, like Pulaski Highway. And I was asleep, right? In the car. Okay, this car's that kind of low. We're like a normal car. And my head was against the window. But I'm telling you, I was asleep. Knocked out. Right? And my sister who passed away, she came to me when I was asleep. And she said, move your head. Because my head was, as I told you, my head was against the window. As soon as I moved my head, no more than 2 or 3 seconds later, a red pickup truck that was pretty much like on hydraulics, like the wheels was like massive, hit the car and then in my door end where my head was at. I know. Come on, just go. I'll get it out. Wow, what? Yeah. And it's crazy because when this happened, I had just like everything that was going on in my life, and all, you know, my sister kept saving me, and kept saving me. I had got this tattoo on my arm, and it's saying "Forever in my heart." And it's 3 roses, and then it's my sister's name. Like, I literally had got this probably like 2 days before this. And the accident happened March the 18th, 2007. Right? And that's the day before my fucking birthday. I remember calling my mother. I don't know. I didn't call my mother. I'm like, Mommy, I was in a car accident. She's like, yo, stop effing lying. I'm like, Mommy, I was. Right? Or did I think I called my mother because I think at this time I had a cell phone. Right? And it was weird. You know, they had to use the jaws of life to get me out. And glass ended up being in my eye. But guess what? I can see. I have nothing. There's nothing wrong with my eyes. I met my cousin Eric. This day, I had no idea who he was. But he knew exactly who I was. He didn't know who I was, but he knew who child I was. He like, you look just like your daddy. And I'm like, God damn, I got glass in my eye. Who are you? Who are you? He like, I'm your cousin Eric. Because he from South Carolina. I'm your cousin Eric. Okay, hi Eric. Let me get treated. Let me just make sure everything's fine with me, right? So I lost count. I'm gonna say the last one for the best one, right? This one might have happened 2007 as well, or 2006. But it happened when I was pretty much like into going to the Paradox. right? I'm normally really good with years and dates, but baby, I don't remember this one. So it had to be. It had to be 2006 when I first started messing with the girl, because we all went out. Me, the two girls, me, me and E went together, and Kay and my first was together, right? And it was like great gay pride. So go ahead, had a good time. You hear me? Erica, oh my bad. Sorry, boo boo. Sorry. Erica could dance her butt off, right? And she would dance on me. I was just like, dang, I slept with the wrong one. I should have had Erica. But anyway, had a great time. Had a great time. Right? And this was it was gay pride. And we was planning on going back to Paradise the very next day, which was a Sunday. I guess maybe my first dropped us off home, because I didn't sit the night with her that night. Well, I don't know how we got home, but we went home, and we was going to go out the next day. But God had other plans for me. So I woke up and I had a phone call, I think, from my cousin. And he was like, Cinda, I gotta tell you something. I'm coming over your mother. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm waiting for my husband to get here because I don't know what is what. So when he got here, he like, I had a dream about you last night. And I'm like, okay. This dream is like so important that you got to come and tell me this dream face to face. He was like, yeah. He was like, Coquille came to me in a dream and she said that, you not safe. I'm like, what? He was like, she said you go out to the club and, you're not safe with it. So I was like, okay, tell me the story. Tell me what happened. He was like, he was asleep, and he was sleeping in the bed with his little brother. All right. And in his dream, his little brother had peed on him. Right? I don't know. He was like, in the dream, my sister was like, no, I think he was sitting in the chair. And when he got up, my sister appeared. And he was like, girl, what you doing here? She like, I'm here because I gotta watch over Cinda. I gotta protect her. Right? And he was like, what you mean? And that's how the conversation went. She was like, Cinda play with dildos. And he was like, what? She like, yeah, Cinda game. And he like, no, Cinda not gay. So the conversation still went on. And he was like, my sister was like, I would go to the club and I would get so drunk that I didn't know where I was at. And I would get so drunk that I'm like a pissy drunk, not pissing on myself, but basically not aware where I'm at, not aware what people doing to me. Nothing ever happened to me in the club because I normally didn't go by myself. right? So he was like, she was like, she here to protect me because she ain't want nothing bad to happen to me. So he was like, he woke up and in all reality, his little brother did pee on him, right? So that was weird. And then he said, he asked his brother, he said, don't can ask me that question if I was gay, right? So then he asked his two sisters, in which his two sisters or one of his sisters confirmed it. It was like, yeah, send to mess with women. And he knew he had to pretty much tell me the story. So I was like, all right, you know what? I already had a good time at the club last night. Let me just keep my butt home, right? So I don't go to the club. I stay home. I go to sleep, right? I wake up the next morning and I watch the news. And the first thing that popped on the screen was that it was a shooting at Club Paradox. Right? And I think two people died, or three people got shot, two people died. And I was like, what? So basically, that's what made me not drink like I used to anymore. Like, if I get drunk, one, I'm going out with my father, because I went out with my father last time. I'm going out with my sisters or my brothers. Like, I do not get drunk by myself outside. Um, I was drunk yesterday. Not as drunk as I normally would be, but you can give me anything, and I would be tore up. Okay, you can give me a little drink, and I could be tore up. So they are my stories of survival in my 38 years of living. It might have been a couple of them that I didn't share, but they are the ones that I remember, right? So let's go back to this little thingy that I did. I might not have finished it. I know I started it. So let's read it out. I think I'm done. Happy birthday to me. My story is a crazy one, but I'm truly thankful to still be here. I should have died when I was 10 years old. I was hit by two cars and left for dead. Brain dead. Let's say brain dead. Brain damage. And they don't say brain dead. It say brain damage. Brain damage. Leg broke. In a coma for 12 days. But as many of you know, only God knows when it's your time. 12 years old, I could have been killed again. Someone shot and killed my friend in front of me. But still, it wasn't my time. March the 18th, 20, that don't sound right. 2007, I should have been killed in another car accident. Me, sleep with my head against the door. My sister said to me, move your head, as a truck smashed into the car. They had to use the jaws of life to get me out. Again, it wasn't my time. Again, it wasn't my time. Gay Pride. Went to Paradox Saturday night. Had a great time. Was like, we coming back on Sunday. But God had other plans. My cousin had a dream about me. A crazy dream. Before the world knew that I was into women. My sister told him that she had to keep an eye on me because I would get drunk and not know where I was and would not know about my whereabouts. I'll share that story. I'll share the longer story someday, But I didn't go to the club that day. Watched the news the next day, and two people was killed in the club. So yes, I'm truly thankful to see 38 years, 28 years that God has allowed me extra. I don't think I finished it, but yeah. Um, when I say, like people be like, oh, why you post on YouTube? Why you post on Facebook? I post because I like to share my stories. My stories, some of them is not believable, but I don't like to lie. So because I don't like to lie, I pretty much tell the truth all the time, right? And people be like, "Dang, that happened to you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that gotta happen already." So yeah. Anyway, guys, all this month. I'm gonna tell everybody. Look, I want me a birthday present. I want me a birthday present. I haven't gotten really anything for my birthday. I went out. That's it. I really haven't done anything. So if you guys love me and you guys support me and y'all want to show a girl a love, send me a little cash app. And then if you send me a cash app, I might do a request or two. A request or two, right? But I am about to call it a night. It is 9:30 p.m. and I is just sleeping. I am sleepy. I am sleepy. I am sleepy. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. I got one, two, three, four, five crabs left. I don't know how many crabs I ate. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for loving and supporting me and accepting me for my crazy self. I love me. How about you? But anyway, guys, say good night. Oh, and if you ain't tell me happy birthday yet, most definitely comment happy birthday, cinwe. Bye, guys.